counted as just $15 billion. But even that argument ain't helping get just 2 Republicans to break a filibuster and sign on to it, including Scott Brown, who Harry Reid, of course, has been working on. So far, we're told to no avail. Brown could prove the least of Reid's worries. Big unions disappointed that the bill doesn't support a bigger price tag. Forget $15 billion. These guys say more like $150 billion. Stewart Acuff is one of them. Stewart is with the Utility Workers of America. So, Stewart, would you be against this measure at $15 billion?
Oh, not at all. We're absolutely for it. We're very pleased and grateful that Majority Leader Reid is bringing it forward. We think it's a good start. It focuses on infrastructure. And of course, as you know, Neil, as well as anybody, when you improve infrastructure, you're not only putting people back to work, but you're improving the productivity of the country and the economy. So we're very much for this as a start. We don't think it's enough. That's true, but it's a good start. We still
What about that $800 billion in stimulus last year? That was a pretty big start.
Yes, it was a big start, and yes, it kept the country from going into a depression. It kept us at a recession. It kept us from losing even more jobs than we have. But you know, Neil,
how do you know that? Actually, we're worse off than we were since then.
Neil, the number of jobs being lost by the month has gone down because of that stimulus package. There is clear data that stimulus package, that Recovery Act, kept firefighters, police officers, teachers from being laid off
Stewart,
in
now
states.
you know there's no way to really prove that, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that is the case. Then, assuming it is, why don't we continue to see the fruit of that expensive labor than pile onto it?
Well, you know, Neil, it's intractable. We have a huge problem with the lack of consumer demand. Working folks, because of a 30-year wage stagnation and decline, don't have enough money in their pockets to drive the great American economic engine.
So what, the government's going to take that role over? The government's going to be the engine?
Well, that's not the only way to do it. It's part of the solution. The other part is to pass the Employee Free Choice Act so workers can bargain for a fair share of their wages. The other is to invest in...
You need a good economy to do that, right?
Wait, Neil.
You need a good economy to do that.
No, this is how you build a new economy.
Why? How does helping unions... Wait, Stewart. How does helping unions build a good economy? Explain that to me.
Because workers need more money in their pockets to drive the great American economic engine. Wages turn over in an economy 5 times. They benefit local governments, they benefit local retail businesses, they benefit big business, they benefit the tax base, they benefit schools. Wages are critical.
No doubt, Stewart. I don't care. Anyone earning more is going. No, Stewart. I don't doubt you. Anyone earning more is going to spend more. But businesses are hard pressed these days, even to hire in this environment. So, what makes you think something that would benefit a union workforce is going to help the economy in this environment, where bosses just want to make sure the environment is better for them to hire? Period.
Because you have to have government working with the private sector to generate economic activity, which starts with the wages that workers earn.
I thought the private sector did that. I thought the private sector spurred jobs growth, not the government.
It takes both. In a recession this deep, with 10, 15, 20 million Americans out of work, New York Times said this morning that millions of workers can't see a job in the foreseeable future.
Stewart, you just said things are looking. Stewart, you just said things are looking better. So
I did not.
You said that the number of job losses is declining month over month. So I'm saying, if that's true, then why not give it time to see this cycle out? Because apparently it's cycling favorably.
We need to do more, and we need to do it right away. We need to extend unemployment.
Stewart, here's a Fox News alert. We are broke. We don't have any money.
Wait, Neil, excuse me. Did you say that when George Bush said we had to bail out the banks?
Yes, I most certainly did. You know what?
Did you say that when George Bush said we had to invade Iraq?
You know what?
Did you say
Pam and guys, if you're going to be in there, I want on record what we said exactly during the financial crisis in the fall of 2008. And I want to go back to saying that we should have the Iraq war on budget and the Afghan war on budget. So I'll leave that little snide comment aside. I'm just telling you, regardless of your political persuasion, Stewart, right or left, red
Neil,
or blue,
Neil.
we are broke, my friend. We don't
Neil.
have money. So your goals are
Neil.
meritorious. We are broke. There's nothing
Neil.
in the pot.
Neil, in the 40s, we beat the Great Depression, and we beat the Nazis and the fascists and the Japanese imperialists. In the 50s, we beat the North Koreans, and we got on the way to winning the Cold War, and we built the interstate highway system. America can do more than
We have
walk and
never
chew
been
gum.
so
We
broke.
have to
We have never
invest-
owed so much as we do now.
We have to invest in the future and in American workers to get
Okay.
the economy going.
All right, but 15 billion, you'd take it. You'd prefer 150 billion, but 15 billion, you'd take it.
Absolutely,
Okay.
in a heartbeat, and we're very grateful to Leader Reid for putting it forward. Very grateful to Leader Reid.
Stewart Acuff, thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Good to be with you.
Same here. Well, the president out with